Lynn. If you're returning, thanks for joining us again. And if this is your first time, welcome. Thanks for checking me out. I am a special education teacher in 4th through 8th grade. I teach in a rural small town in Missouri, and we have lots of fun in class, but we get a lot of work done. So this week is the 3rd week of December, so it's been crazy. We usually go to school 4 days a week, but this week, because of the holiday, we are going 5 days in order to make up some time that we're going to miss over the next 2 weeks. So it's been crazy already. So thanks so much for joining us. Again, remember to like, subscribe, comment, all the fun stuff. And if you have any questions, or if I inspire you or give you some good ideas, just let me know so that I know what people are looking for. Thanks so much for joining us. Enjoy this look at my week. out in our Christmas stuff. So I have on a Grinch shirt, and I have on these Christmas light necklace. It does light up. I had it going for most of the day. If I lit it up all the way, like had it as a solid color, you couldn't really see. So I had to do it to where it was flashing, but there's a fast flash, a slow flash, and then just on permanently. So I just did the slow flash so that hopefully it wasn't too distracting. And so hopefully the kids enjoyed it. I had an extra one of these that another teacher had some really cute earrings, but she didn't have a necklace to go with it. So I was like, hey, I have an extra one. Do you want to borrow it? So of course she said yes. So she got to wear that all day long and just had fun. It was cute to see some of the things that the kids were wearing. One girl had a cute little headband that looked like a Christmas tree. I was like, adorable. So, but we're just trying to have fun, be in the Christmas spirit, and just have fun with the kids here these last days before Christmas break. So we have been doing the 13 days of Christmas during December because we had 13 school days, and so it's been a fun time. Hopefully the kids are enjoying themselves as well. We have a school currency, I guess you would call it. It's a little reward system, and so every time that somebody participates in the special day, I go ahead and give them one of our reward system things so that they can buy stuff from the store on Friday. So it's fun. And but right now I'm waiting for my little one to get out of tutoring, and so I'll be picking her up here in just a moment. Today we did mostly catch-up work because for some reason the kids are just getting so far behind. I had one student who, she happened to be in ISS today because of all of her missing assignments, but she had 39 missing assignments. I don't know how you get to 39 missing assignments, but you do, apparently. So I have some that are in the 20s. I have some kids who have none, so that's great. But honestly, most of them have something missing. So just trying to get stuff caught up. A lot of my 4th and 5th graders, they don't show up on a missing assignment sheet if they have missing work for me, and I actually have a lot of it that's missing. So they don't finish it in class, and so it's not done. So the end of this week though, which Friday we have a fun day, so I won't really see them on Friday. So Thursday, I'm actually not going to be at school on Thursday, but I am going to have my paraprofessional make sure that all of the stuff gets collected, and we're just gonna grade what's done. So if you have 4 problems done and you missed one, well, that's 75%. So it is what it is. So it just base the grade on what they got done and go from there is really what happens. We have a writing project we've been doing. If you've watched any of my previous videos, the Holiday Rolla Story, and we've done one for Halloween. We did a little Thanksgiving story, so I thought, okay, we'll do a Christmas story. It'll be great. They're used to this process. No, it's going terrible. Most of them do not have done what they need to have done. So again, I think I'm just going to have them turn it in because I don't want them doing it over Christmas break, just because I don't want them stressing out about it, and most of them probably aren't going to do it anyway. So what's the point of making them work on it or tell them to get it done and then it doesn't get done, and the papers will go home and then they'll lose the work that they've already done. So I'm just going to collect them and again grade based on what they got done. So if they clearly don't have any of the writing done, like don't even have a first draft done, then yes, they will probably have to do some more work on it, and I might photocopy what they have just so that I have the information to be able to give them a grade and be able to show progress towards their writing. But I hate to lose it by sending it home, so we'll see. But again, I don't want to do a Christmas story when we come back in January, so it's kind of all we have is until Thursday. So I was like, okay, today's Tuesday, so we have tomorrow and Thursday, and that's it. And a lot of them are still in their first draft, and I make them do a first draft, a clean draft, and then their final draft. Now, their final draft has to be typed, but they can use the speech to text. So far, most of them that are done did use the speech to text. They know they have to go back and check it because the speech to text will pick up speech from everywhere in the classroom, so it might have my voice on it or their friend's voice. I did have a kid today who was trying to do it, and there was another person next to him that was trying to do it as well, so I had them separate just so that their microphones weren't picking each other up, because that's just crazy. So also sometimes it doesn't hear you correctly, so you have to go back and check it, and I always tell them make sure it put the capitals and periods where you wanted them to be. It usually does, but again, if they pause in the middle of a sentence, it thinks you're stopping, so it'll put the period in there. So or sometimes if you don't pause, then it'll be a run-on sentence. So they're used to having to have to go back and check it, but at least they can do the speech to text, and that is a nice accommodation that I can use for my special ed students. So hopefully they get this done. It was meant to be a fun project, and it seems like a lot of them are not getting the point of the roller story, where you have to actually use the elements that you put in the story. It's not just you get to come up with whatever you want. You have to use what you've rolled. So your main character, the setting, when it takes place, and what the main conflict or plot is already determined for you. So I had a boy who had Frosty the Snowman as his main character and only had him in this story for like a sentence, and I'm like, no, you can't do that. That's supposed to be your main character. So hopefully we'll get some of it done, and I'd like for them to be able to read their stories on Thursday, but I just don't see that happening because I probably only have like 4 kids who are done out of the 20 that do it. So we shall see. Hopefully they will. Maybe they'll get it done tomorrow and Thursday. I don't know. I hope they do. So yeah, that's the week so far. We've had Monday and Tuesday. Like I said, Monday we did have a day of school. In the video you've seen, I did a lot of paperwork, again, checking what's done, what's not done, trying to get things graded. I got to get data in for their IEPs. My goal was to have it done last Friday. Now my goal is to have it done over Christmas break. So unfortunately, I will be working over Christmas break. I already know that, but that's okay. Sometimes it's easier to just sit down and get it all done at once on my own than to have to worry about trying to do it with interruptions. Today, while I was drinking my lunch, because I was drinking a protein drink, I couldn't figure out why about 20 minutes later I was really hungry. So I went ahead and ate a snack, which was the bag of chips that I had on my table, and their protein chips as well. And so then I went back over to the table where I had been doing some work earlier. Yeah, I had maybe drank 2 drinks of the protein shake, so I hadn't actually finished my lunch. So I was like, oh, well, no wonder I was hungry. So I went ahead and finished the shake as well. And so it's a December in special education. I also had my principal came in and did an evaluation on me today, so who knows what that's going to be like. Again, some of them, most of them were working on the writing prompt. I happened to be at my desk when she came in because I was checking. A kid was like, can you see if I had such and such done? And so I checked, and he did have it done. But of course, that's when the principal walked in to do my observation. Whatever. So yeah, it was fun. But all right, well, my little one is coming, and I hope to be able to get back on here tomorrow. We shall see. Happy Friday and happy Christmas break. Yay! So today was a busy day for the kids. It was very fun and eventful. So they have different stations that they went to from the different classrooms. So they had 6 different stations that they went around to doing just fun little activities. Anybody who had 5 or more missing assignments had to go to a study hall, and myself and another teacher did the study hall, and the students who were special ed came to my classroom just so that I could help them if they needed a little bit extra help, and then the other ones went to the other teacher's classroom. That way we could split them up, but also be able to again give them that one-on-one for my kids that they needed. And they got some stuff done. My kids, I started with 3 and ended with 3, so none of the kids actually, if you got down to 4 or less, you could leave after lunch and go to the movie room with the rest of their classmates. And unfortunately my kids had 20 plus at least missing assignments for each one, so they were not able to do that. They still had Santa came around and gave everybody some candy canes the first thing in the morning. They all got to have donuts and hot chocolate. And then our school gets the kids gifts. So they got a hoodie or sweatshirt, and then they got Bath and Body Works products. Looked like there was some candy in there. Looked like some of the kids had like hats and gloves that were knitted. Trying to think what else I saw, because again I only had a couple in there. But anyway, people donate stuff. The school buys things off of money that's donated in order to get the kids these gifts. So it's really nice that they are able to do that. My daughter is in the elementary. They got cute little slippers. So hers were sharks. I know that our school theme is ocean, so I don't know if maybe that's why they went with sharks. Another little boy in kindergarten, his mom works over at my school too, so I got to see him, and he had little Yoda slippers, so they were super cute. And then I think she also had like another hat, scarf maybe, and then it looked like there was some other stuff in her backpack, but we haven't even had time. I haven't had time to look at it yet, so we'll see what it is whenever I get done. Right now I'm doing my grocery pickup at Walmart. It's 5 o'clock. It's actually 5:08, and I clocked in at about 5:02, or checked in at 5:02, and technically my pickup was 4 to 5, so if I have to wait, I have to wait. That's just the way it is. That's fine. Today was Ugly Christmas Sweater Day. I really don't have an ugly Christmas sweater. You can see this is the sweater I wore. It's actually a sweatshirt. We'll see if I can get it to turn on. Of course, the lights flash on it. So there's the cute little Christmas lights. It says, "Dear Santa, I've been good-ish." So it's cute. It's fun. The kids liked it. I thought I would not be able to stand having the lights on all day, but honestly, it really didn't bother me, so I left them on. So, but while I was driving, I didn't want them on. And so, yeah, we're on Christmas break. Of course, over break, I will end up probably doing some grading and just inputting data. With special ed stuff, you got to put data in. Our progress reports will be due by the end of the week that we come back from Christmas break. Our quarter doesn't actually end until after Christmas break, so it's January 9th. So we go back the 7th, so 7th, 8th, 9th, so it's Thursday. So next Thursday is when our quarter ends. So ideally, I would have my progress reports done before then. I don't know. I don't know how much I want to work on it over Christmas break, but at the same time, I'd kind of like to get it done maybe so that I don't have to worry about it the rest of Christmas break. We shall see. I was gone from school on Thursday, and some of the kids got stuff done, and they asked, they have to get their like assignments signed off if they get them done, saying that they're completed, even though the teacher doesn't have time to grade them in the grade book. That way they could go to the fun room stuff. And so one of my students had told my para that she had done all the worksheets, but that they weren't there because I had taken them home, which was true. I had taken a bunch of them home because I was going to grade them on my day off. Yeah, right. Wishful thinking. My day did not go as planned yesterday. So, I ended up bringing it all back to grade, and I got to grade most of it today. So that was nice. Being in the study hall room, I could actually do that. And, but my para had sent me a message saying, hey, if you're not busy, is it okay if I sign off on this? And I said, well, she did turn a bunch of stuff in. Just tell her to make sure she's being honest, because if she's not honest, that she's going to get in trouble, and they're still going to be counted as missing assignments. And so she did. And the student actually had about 5 things on her list that were signed that she really had not turned in. She claims she thought she had turned them in. So I don't know. It didn't matter. She didn't even get out of being in my room for study hall to go to the movie room because of the fact that she didn't get enough work done. So obviously having those things written off the page really didn't make a difference anyway. So, but again, it's over. I told my kids to try to get their work done over the Christmas break if they had missing assignments still, just so that I told them, let's start the new year, nice and clean slate. You don't have any missing assignments. That way we can try to tackle them and stay on top of them. So we'll see. I don't know how well that's going to happen, but again, we'll see. So, I'm going to try to stay on top of it more as far as we used to get, I used to be able to print their missing assignment sheets myself and be able to check them and kind of keep up on them. But now I would have to have my the school secretary print them out for me. And so I hate asking her because she has 3 million other things to do, that just one more thing doesn't need to be put on her plate. But she prints them anyway for the students. So she said it's not a big deal on the day that she prints them anyway for her to just make an extra copy of the ones that I want. I just have to send her a list. She makes a list, they print out, no big deal. So it's like, okay, well, that helps to know that it's not too big of a deal for her to print an extra one for me. So that's going to be the plan, I guess, for the rest of these, for the last 2 quarters, is just to try to stay up on it and really tell the kids, okay, you know, if you don't have it done, what's your plan to get it done? That's kind of what I want to focus on for the remaining quarters. And I'm really going to work on them using their planner. So again, just those life skills that they really need, because again, what we're teaching them is important, but so are those life skills. And so being able to look at, okay, this is what I have to do, and then chunk it to make it more manageable for themselves, is something that they're going to need to learn to do. So I don't mind taking a little bit of extra time to do that with some of these kids. I had even asked one of the girls, I said, okay, well, do you want us to look at your list and kind of discuss over the next 14 days when we're out of school how you're going to get this stuff done? She was like, well, I guess. And so I went to go and I said, okay, where's your list? She goes, I don't have my list. So, well, honey, I can't help you if I don't have your list. And she was like, oh, okay. So, and she has quite a few missing assignments. So I'm hoping she gets them done over Christmas break. Mom knows they need to be done. Who knows? So hopefully everything works out well. 2 weeks off, so yay Christmas break. I hope everyone has a wonderful Christmas. If you do not celebrate Christmas, I hope you have a wonderful winter break. If you are a school teacher, if you are not and you're just interested in finding out about the life of a school teacher, thanks so much for joining me. And there you go. Everybody have a great holiday. And thanks so much for joining me here at Educator Elle's Learning Lounge. If you wouldn't mind, please like, subscribe, share, all that fun stuff. And I will see you in the next video. Thank you.